Hello and welcome to the show. I am back on GTA 5 with another Survive the Hunt. The aim of the game is simple. Survive for 24 hours with this lot trying to hunt you down. There are some selection of cars going to be giving chase. What is the time? It is exactly 7:10. By the time I get out of the car park, I get a 2-minute head start while everybody else is busy. Well, so get myself across the map, basically. While everybody else is busy messing about in the car park, probably getting wanted levels and generally making a mess of things, as is the usual Failrace car meet. Now, in case you have never seen a Survive the Hunt before, the way it works is quite simple. We have got no map, no name over players, as you can see on my screen, which means I'm going to be trying to blend in. The best way for me to survive the 24 hours is to blend in with traffic. Drive around like a lunatic and I'll survive for a while. I can even have a fast car, but mistakes will eventually creep in. You can't drive 24 hours with no mistakes whatsoever, and one mistake often does kill you in this. So we're going to be trying to blend in as best as we can with the traffic. There is nothing good spawning at all. The Zion is the most interesting proposition at the moment, but that's really it. It's Zion or Sabre. I like the Sabre Turbo, but that's not a... Do I do that? Bikes are unbelievably difficult to catch because of the grip. However, they are also unbelievably exposed, and if for whatever reason I have done something... that's maybe a little bit obvious. It doesn't matter. They know I'm swapping cars, so where I leave my car is entirely irrelevant. Apparently I've pissed off a policeman. From this moment is, you know, I can swap a car here entirely without fear. Now, I am nicking this one. I am going to run away sharpish. Get rid of the wanted level. Now, I'm going to just duck into a car park ever so quickly. There's actually going to be anybody around, but basically what I'm going to do is A, set the roof going, B, get out and change clothes. Let's go with that. And then go back in the car. Now, the clothes, I mean, I could go and change hairstyle. It's not a terrible idea. It is very, very difficult to see hairstyles inside the cars. Can we get... I think that's windows down for when we inevitably need to sticky bomb stuff. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Yeah. Might as well go in with that one. Can change hairstyle. It's difficult to see too much of the player model. It's definitely worth, though, changing clothes. My suit is quite distinctive, especially that bright red tie, so that's why I changed. At a glance, it's going to be fine. On a really close inspection, they might recognise me. However, you can't inspect every car in the city. There's 15 of them giving chase, and 14 of them, sorry, giving chase, and they can't look at every single car that goes past. They've got to keep an eye out for something acting suspicious, something that's reoccurring, a certain car colour. This sort of shenanigans would be suspicious to them. I'm actually not enjoying that one bit, but yeah, AI stacking up at junctions and all of that kind of thing. Brake lights, people talk about them every time I do this, and I have to say it. I'm going to say it at the start this time, because otherwise people won't bloody listen. When I do say it, mention it later on. Yes, you can. The AIs do hold the brake lights on. However, A, it's fiddly to do. It's got a combination of handbrake, brake, and accelerator, which often results in either wheel spin or a reversing light, a fiddly combination of controls, and it's not worth it, because the chances of them seeing it in daylight are tiny. The chances of them seeing it at night are tiny, because all the cars have their normal rear lights on. Again, really close look? Sure. If they're looking at that closely, they're going to spot me anyway, probably. They'll spot something on the character model or animation somewhere. So it's not worth the hassle. I've been spotted more times with reverse lights than I have with no brake lights, basically. So, yeah, we're not going to be faffed with that. You see the G-Wagon, it's not even... well, there we go. Barely visible. And they've got to whiz around. They've got a lot of city to cover. I'm not allowed outside of the city portion of the map. Their vehicles are limited. They're allowed, you know, personal vehicles, they want something with liveries and so on, but they're not allowed sports cars, they're not allowed high-end supercars. They can get in Sultans. I'm allowed whatever the hell I want. They can get in Sultans, although none are spawning anyway, so it's going to be fairly even playing field of Zions and Felons, and maybe they'll go in muscle cars? I don't know. It's, yeah, an interesting... You've got to do this for balance. The same with their weapons. They are not allowed Well, they're allowed pistols and shotguns, but they're not allowed fully automatic pistols. I think it's AP pistol is essentially a submachine gun, and the assault sweeper shotguns and all that kind of thing. They're not allowed to shoot from the cars, all for the sake of balance, these rules. There's a helicopter. Now, they are allowed choppers. We have changed the rules regarding aircraft a little bit since last time. They're allowed helicopters, they're allowed the blimps, of course. It's now becoming a staple of this series. However, they are no longer allowed personal helicopters outside of the blimps. We'll allow that. They're not allowed military helicopters either that can have lock-on missiles, and they're, again, same rules as from cars. They're not allowed to shoot from the cars. Now, that is one of the new rules I was getting to. That is the golden snitch that is just driven along there. If I manage to kill the driver and blow up the car, I win. However, here's the catch. I have to follow the same rules as they do. So, I am not allowed to shoot from my car. I'm not allowed to blow it up with a sticky bomb. I can win the game instantly. However, it's a huge risk because if I time it wrong, he is going to tell everybody that I was there. If I time it wrong, I'm in a lot of trouble. I have a feeling that they might be onto me. I have an annoying feeling that I just spun the camera around because I saw a whizzing Sabre Turbo and wanted to have a look. And I have a horrible feeling. Now, they can't do much here about this. Alright, I'm not going to mess around too much with that. It's not worth the risk. Damn it! It was stupid on my behalf because I was busy thinking about the golden snitch rules and whatnot and just wasn't paying enough attention. It's the quickest they've ever found me by pure sheer luck. Now, I have a small advantage for now because there's only one of them and they're probably all spread out throughout the city. Oh, there goes one of them that I do not want to follow if I can help it. Oh, yeah, crash into the pillars. That helps me out massively. There is also the pink pre-rule in effect. I have to try and blow up as many pink pre's as I can. I've got an RC car out. Well done, them. I don't have the right stuff out for that. Can we go for the audacity? Oh, there are actually cars now chasing. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, I did not mean to kill. I'd say I didn't mean to kill you, and I was going for... I don't know, we haven't really thought of rules for that. I was going for the drive-by explodo. That was the idea there, because we have done that successfully in the past. Right, we're up on here now. If I kill a hunter, they are out. I'm not generally allowed to explode the hunters. However, that is a slightly different circumstance than a straightforward prox mining behind me. They've got 2 cars following me. Oh, no sign of a chopper, at least. The RC car's being an annoyance. Now, the RC car can go places other cars can't, but it's also quite limited in terms of what it can do. It hasn't got the top-end speed, for example, to do. And I don't know how strong it is for being run over multiple times. That we will have to wait and see, I guess. Oh, through the gap we go. It can get underneath my car and cause problems. That is for sure. Now, I cannot run for this entire hunt. The last to survive the hunt, we ran for a good... We had 2 separate chases, and both were very long. You will make a mistake. Last time I got lucky twice. In fact, there were two incidences that probably should have killed me. And I won't be able to survive an entire 24 hours like that. Now, I know there is still a chopper because I could see the shadow going. I've actually lost most of the cars at the moment, which is most of them. Tell a lie, there's still a yellow thingy behind me. Felon, I believe that one is. I had a horrible feeling that was a bloody player G-Wagon. It wasn't. We should go for a drive-by sticky bombing of that. Didn't work. Missed it. It did look like it was hovering. I don't quite know how it did that. I don't know what on earth was going on in the background for that to happen, but something peculiar did. It was worth a try. I'm never going to... Like, the drive-by we did in the previous one is still the best drive-by we've ever done. Just drive-by sticky bombing of a pre. I know where at least 2 are. That's something. I've got it down to 2 cars. 3 or 3 cars, actually. Nah, it's going to be very difficult to shake. I will hopefully have top speed. I'll say I'll have top speed. I will have either better or equal than top speed. The penumbra is actually not as fast as you'd want it to be. which, I mean, the one they've got behind looks the part, but isn't particularly fast, as you can see here. Whoop. Through the middle we will go. That was a little bit of luck. That was almost a full-on rhino from Most Wanted. Now, the problem is I want to dive... You want to dive down the alleyways, of course you do, but the speed I'm travelling at here, you dive down and you've got to slow the car down so much to take some of the tight turns, you will be torpedoed. And when you get torpedoed, that's when you get pinned. That's why you'll see me taking the wide turns, the faster turns, because I don't want to get pinned. I don't get pinned in a corner that I can't get out of, trying to get into an alleyway because I've had to slow down so much. Could it work to get away? Absolutely, but you'd have to time it to perfection, and we're talking huge, huge risks. Not that just blaring across the city isn't a risk in itself. Oh, that's turned away. I didn't want it to. Yeah, that's it. Keep crashing into one another. Keep crashing into one another. Yep, you've turned the slightly wrong way. I don't think anyone quite had time to get out of their car. That's lucky moment number one. They managed to ping off each other in such a way that no one could get out of their car because their car was still moving, or maybe someone fell out of their car. Oh, I found another pink pre. So I know where 3 are. I just can't kill any of them because I'm far too busy being chased at the moment. Oh, I know where another one is here. Wait, was this the one we tried to blow up earlier? That will do. We got rid of it. That's a pre-down, at least. That's something. Why not? We were spun and crashed out anyway, so why not go for an exploder? I don't even know if the helicopter's still on me, to be honest. We have actually got a pretty good... I think they all crashed. I have a feeling they've crashed somewhere, and... oh, I was busy trying to call Leicester and not looking where I was going. I think they've all had a massive accident somewhere, and... So I have managed to sneak away a little bit here. Now, this is either going to be genius or they've seen me do it. I'm not sure which. I don't know which one I don't know which one it's going to be. I don't see a car anywhere. I saw a chopper, but I don't see a car anywhere. There's a chopper there. However, I don't think they know where I am. I think they crashed. I think that's what happened. I think they had an accident, got themselves blocked in, and we have managed to do the nasty, tricky bit of losing I don't know what happened to the helicopter. The problem is I can't look, can't see what goes on with that. I can't see if they still know where I am, which is in some ways 10 times worse. Now, I'm not going to go out that way, because that's obvious. If they did see me go in the tunnels, not entirely out of the question. They might expect me to pop out at the first available train station, which is why I want to go a little further away. Will they potentially think I've gone into the subway because... oh, because this is a good place to go, I'm in about the right location? Yeah, they might. They might come searching. Oh... that's not what I wanted, in the slightest. So, that was a chase. That was a chase and a half. Didn't last as long as they often do. I'm half tempted to try and get on a train. Like, I'd get on a train if I knew how long I'd have to wait here. I don't like staying still. Staying still is risky. Especially if they do happen to wander up there. I've got to cut my nose. That's a little bit of a pain. I can't just kind of sit with these folk and blend in at the cash registers at all here. I've got to be ready as well. I don't want to carry a gun in case the police get angry at me. If there are security guards, I don't want to carry a gun in case I can waltz my way out of here. You know, ideally, if I can waltz my way out of here, that's best for me. A firefight is always dangerous. A firefight is always very, very dangerous. And now we are on foot. Now, on foot is scary. Actually, for both teams, I should point out, on foot is pretty scary. Because, of course, I have a lot of firepower now. I have weapons free, pretty much. However, incredibly vulnerable. Incredibly vulnerable. I can get run over and killed in one hit. I can get run over entirely by accident. They might not even know it was me that they have run over. So, yeah, I'm going to try and... there's an orange... there's an orange Infernus. That is about the dumbest idea. An orange car will be checked. I can guarantee you there is a hunter. I'm not going to do anything stupid with the camera, because that would generally be, or could be, a giveaway. I just saw there's 2 hunters now just driven past. My current thinking, my current hope here, is that I can get... Oh, there's no footpath in here, though, is there? There might be. There might be, and they might not be looking. Oh, no, because we can get across there, can't we? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I've got to be really... The problem is, I do need to be able to look around, because I need to be able to see if something's coming for me. And I need to be able to look around, spin the camera about, without anything funky happening. That would be a hunter in an Inferni that has just gone... it might not have actually been a hunter in an Inferni. It might just have been an Inferni in a hurry. I was really hoping, like, alongside me would pull a car that was of interest. Anything interesting, although I don't want a G-Wagon, it's not quick enough. Not really, not for what we're going to be doing with it. That is... It is red, which isn't great for me, and I don't think people generally hang around these tunnels very much, so... Oh, I'm just going to borrow that. It is a bit orange, actually. They might check it. However, I will have it nevertheless. Please, roof, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Thank you. And breathe. And relax. Also, maybe red's not the worst idea. It is distinct from the car that I was driving previously, which is something. You know, that is something. We should be good to go this way. I kind of want to just keep moving for a little bit. In fact, I can head this way up and blow up a pre. Oh, lovely plan. I'm liking this logic. This is a stupid idea. I've got away from a chase immediately. Now I'm just going to go and ask for another one. I am sorry, Ewan. That was not the intention of the bomb as well. That's one of the accidental side effects. I thought the first sticky bomb might have been close enough. I did suspect the second one might not have been, but I'm never really sure what the splash damage was on those. It was just a fire and forget, and... yeah. Not clever. Not clever at all there. Ah, well. That would be... I think that was the car that actually started it all. I think that's the car that initially spotted me not paying attention to traffic lights. Looking a bit worse for wear. Bloody hell, the helicopter is sat around by where I want to go. Do I want... I know where that pre is. I'm going for my personal best, which is 3. We have exploded 3 pre's in both the previous Survive the Hunts where we've had pre's. There is no other prize other than pride for the pre's. The pre's are all about how many can I blow up. It's my own little competition in these, shall we say. And yeah, there is no time reduction and whatnot. It's all about balancing this game. A very finely balanced game. That was a very finely balanced chase that just about came out in my favour. I am opting for the coward's approach of fleeing as far away as I can. I say the coward's approach. We're surviving. That is literally what we have to do here. We have got to try and survive for as long as possible. I need to get back that way somewhere. The problem is they one of the things you see with the hunters is they tend to congregate a little bit around an area for a little while. And I think it's like that always instinct herd mentality, especially when they've got quite a lot of time to try and hunt me down, and they can go long periods where they're not seeing me or where they're chasing ghosts around the map. And it's quite easy for when you see a fellow hunter to end up going together, which is fair enough and everything. Oh, bloody hell. But it does mean that some areas are very dangerous, and the other side of the map can be completely clean. You can have moments of entire peace, and then you can have frantic, terrifying moments when there is 4 of them around you just because they've happened to group up, and that happens to be on top of where you currently are. We are in the dangerous area at the moment, I feel. The penumbra was about. We've seen the Sabre, the blimps around. We've got the party buses parked up and abandoned in the middle of a junction. Great. Where has the blimp gone? I think it's buggered off at least. That's something. Nope. I take it all back. The blimp hasn't buggered off. Oh, and there's choppers around as well. And I'm committed now. I can't change lane because if a blimp happens to look behind it and see what's going on here, is that blimp doing? I'm not sure. Problem is, I am committed now to going this way. He might have been checking a car. It's not entirely impossible that he saw something suspicious and wanted to have a look at what was going on. You may also see some hunters killing each other. There is actually a good reason for that one. The rules, if I kill the hunters, they're out. If they crash their helicopters, blimps while in a chase, they are out. However, if they die well out of a chase, they are allowed to respawn and continue. And the reason they are killing one another is the bounty is supposed to be set on the golden snitch, which I haven't seen since the initial thing, so that when we look at the map afterwards, you can actually see where the golden snitch went and where it is. So that's why if there's someone with a bounty, they are killing them to remove that bounty. There are hunters up there, and I want to run away now. I wonder if, actually, I've just been sat here stupidly. When that helicopter looks away, I wonder if I could now go back around, because they've like searched that area. There are still quite a lot of them, but they've searched that area quite thoroughly. So it is possible, the area where the pre is, it's possible they might have left it alone, which might give me the opportunity to go and blow it up. I think that's pretty logical thinking. It does mean we're driving around the same part of the map. I'm sorry, however, that is the way it goes sometimes with these. Yeah, can't do anything more about that. I can't do anything more about that. I want to blow the pre up. That means we've got to go this way. Also, I don't know, that guy's bobbing around a little bit. Remember to turn off the radio would be helpful. In all the panic of other things to think about, the radio's always last. That's a player in a Hummer. That's a player in a Sabre Turbo. Ooh, are they going to the repair shop? They are. That's the reason why you won't see me going to a repair shop. While I could probably do it with the first car, later on, ooh, they're all congregating around that repair shop. Crap. Let's go this way, shall we? I'm probably safer following a vehicle than trying to double guess where it is. Oh, it's the RC car about. That's annoying. That RC car's checking everything as well. It's checking to see what people do. Thankfully, again, there's so much city to try and cover. It's really difficult to go car by car. You can't. You just physically can't. Unfortunately for me, I just can't seem to get... There's another one over there. No wonder there's so many... I say no wonder there's so many hunters around here, but if they're fixing up cars... I know where a bunch are, but I just can't get... I can't blow up a pre with a helicopter that damn close. I can get away with it if it's a little bit away, but not there. Right. What the hell are we going to do? What is the AI doing there? Now, will the helicopter have seen that? Yes. Will it be enough to check? Do the AI do enough goofy things? Probably, yes. Okay, I think they've gone far, and I think I've gone actually far enough away that the helicopter's not even looking. Thankfully, my way... whereabouts was the pre? It was down here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah, well, it's there. Crap. I'm in the wrong lane. I thought it was down the next one, and it isn't. Bugger. Could also be that the golden snitch is around here. So the insta-win criteria for me, they can choose to try and defend it. If I sense it's going to be defended, I'm never going to go for it. It's not necessarily advantageous to try and heavily defend it. It could, again, it could just be that they've happened to have seen said golden snitch around here and are hanging about for a little while. Traffic lights. Thank you. I was about to say, would you be so kind as to give me half a chance to make some progress forward here and get towards an important aspiration, shall we say here, that is blowing up of a pink pre. Now, we've got to stop here. We have got to call Leicester. I did see the blimp go overhead. Oh god, I've got to go now. This isn't helpful for me, actually. We've got to go Cops turn a blind eye. Now, can I get it from here? While I am parked... Wait, what have I got equipped? Wrong thing. Oh, I've got to wind down the window. I thought it was. Can we get it from there? Yep, we can. Now, I'm not allowed to simply drive across the other side of the city and blow it up. However, I'm allowed to, you know, get out slightly out of the way. That's actually pretty helpful timed by me. We will blow that one up. Job's a good one. They will know that I was not far away, because there was a lot of cars there. There goes the fella driving past. Now, I know where there is another pre. Guys, one of those. Do I go and blow up the other pre? Do I go and do that, knowing full well that... basically, if there's a green light, I'm going. If there's a green light, and I think that green light strategy might have just screwed me, because that car there is checking mighty close as to what I am up to here. Because I'd slightly weaved across some lanes like a muppet. Technically not illegal. I think that might be a blimp having a check. I'm going to go. That does mean that their helicopter is down. Their blimp killed their helicopter. Perfect Failrace teamwork is going on right there. Lovely Failrace teamwork at its best. I think the blimp was trying to get down to check the helicopter, and sorry, the blimp was trying to get down to check me or to help block in my car. Helicopter didn't quite. The communication failed. The communication failed miserably there, and that means their helicopter's done and gone, and or at least one of their players with a helicopter is done and gone. Now, another player could abandon their car and go for the sky vessels. Not necessarily a bad idea. We've seen how tough helicopters are to shake, but it means they lose more ground support. And ultimately, helicopters aren't going to be able to kill me. It was going to have to be a ground, a guy on foot shooting me. The helicopter's never going to be able to land and get out while I am in a car, basically, in time to shoot me. So, yeah, it's a tough choice they have to now make as to what to do. There's a felon back there, I spy. There is only about one car at the moment, which isn't too terrible. I can deal with one vehicle. But it'd be tempting to go jump in my original car. I've never have gone back to my original car before. It'd be way faster than anything we've got. It's fully upgraded and everything. However, it's the risk of jumping and changing out a car. You know, you're on foot, you could get knocked over, and also there's bikes around. I'd rather go on them, to be honest, given the choice. I think that felon was waiting to see whether I'd jump up here or whether I'd jump down onto the motorway. I don't know how many cars there are going to be. That's actually a little bit risky because stunt camera almost screwed me. Felon's the wrong side of the motorway, which is quite funny. However, there is 3 cars behind me that are going to be following. I will jump off the motorway, as I now can here. And we're hoping that I might manage to either get them to crash, so we're jumping through the car parks, get them to crash. Whoa! I think that was a player. I think that was a player, just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Yes, it was. Damn it. Almost worked. We have just gone around in a big old circle here, but that's fine. Crap. That was almost brilliant. Didn't quite work. That was almost sublime. Just failed at the end a little bit with the execution. I think that was a biker just fell off their bike. I'm not even sure what happened there. Something weird, something very peculiar occurred in all of that. Now, can I... See, I've kind of broken a line of sight. I've got to be really careful about doubling back on myself too much. However, this is a difficult road to get on. And if they didn't see me head down here, they are just around the corner. Like, I get a good gap on them. I can't head back too far. Oh, that was actually a risky thing. If that had blown up the bike, I'd be toast. Whoop. Across here, across this bit. Have we got far enough away? They are really struggling. Wherever they are, they can, again, I can see the headlights. So they just know where I'm going, but they don't know exact bits. I mean, they know roughly. Oh, that's is a destructible thing, thankfully. I don't know whether they saw me actually dive down here. Do we go for a sneaky... Oh! That's very risky. We've seen me already die once from an exploding car just in the big old drain. Will they think I've gone down here? Will they check? That is the question. If they've lost sight of me around here, what are the chances of them checking? Pretty high. I can't get the car. I'd love to jump in one of those, but I could never get it out of here without being spotted. I don't think they know where I've gone. I think we have a escapade away. I could go... No, that's not the tunnel I thought it was. The longer I stay down here, the more likely it is that someone will see me. Whether it be on one of the bridges, whether it be via a junkyard area. I want to get out of here. I want to get on a main road, but I have to swap cars in doing it. I can't go out of anywhere with this car. It's covered in blood. It's covered in dents. It is beyond useless in many ways. If we can... Oh, do I... is there a way to get my car over that wall? I don't really want to be on foot either if I can help it, but it looks like I might have to be here. Okay. Abandoned ship. Well, I say abandoned ship. Abandoned vehicle. No helicopters. Nothing in the sky to see me. We are on foot. We are in need of transport. We are in need of fast transport as well, because that is one of them. Bloody hell. I actually really wanted that shafter, but I tell you what, whatever that car there is, you will have to do, my friend. Felon, grey felon. Yoink! Thank you very much. I will take it. Lovely car choice, good sir. Oh, and breathe. And breathe, we're good. We've still got 7 hours to go. Christ. That was madness. I spotted something messing around in the junction. I spotted something doing shenanigans in the junction, and I knew that was the time. Now, unfortunately, I have had a bounty put on me, which will ruin the thing. Will ruin the what's it called? Thing with the golden snitch. I've completely forgotten words. Things are too scary at the moment. They've found my abandoned car. I think that's why they're all going that way. Traffic lights, please go green. Please go green. Please go green. I need to leave this area really quickly. Thank you. I want to get as far away. I know where there's another I can go and blow up, but I want to get out of this place here. I want to get far away from where my car was last seen, so that when they inevitably disperse... Oh, I actually think I have to go this way, because otherwise I'll go out of... no, there might be another turning up there that I can take. You know what? Yeah, I think there's one more I can take to get down. I'm not going to risk it. Trying to do a U-turn's iffy, so come on, traffic lights. There we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, wow. This has been a mild exercise in heart attacks, I think. It is fair to say. Yeah, there is another lane up here that I can go to, which is where I want to be. Far away from anything suspicious. I can actually go one higher. Judging by the people running around, I think that might be a good idea. Green lights. I don't know what they're running from. Player doing something goofy. RC car. Just general AI nonsense even, it could be. You never know. Right. Here we go. Another set of lights. Have a look for a pink pre. I doubt I'll find one down here. You never know. I don't even know if I want to blow up one at the moment. It's kind of almost too hot around this area. I would if I saw one, just because I probably won't get another chance. And we are getting to the point where I might be able to ride a chase out. It'd be a long bloody chase, but we are at the point where riding a chase out is almost survivable. Alright, let us go into the city. I don't know what my heart rate's doing. I'd imagine quite high. Less high than it was a minute ago. Less high than it was when I was cowering behind a corner. Admittedly, I was cowering behind a corner with an LMG. I could have killed the Penumbra if they'd seen me. I could have killed the Penumbra. I would have got in the Penumbra, and I would have had to try and run with that. Because I couldn't sit and try and have a constant shootout, because their numbers will win that. Excuse me. Are we going to go? I'll pretend I'm an AI. The AI would beep at someone sat parked there, wouldn't they? The AI beeped at me while I was beeping at those ahead of us, so I think I am perfectly justified to beep. Only downside, of course, with that, whether I'm perfectly justified or not, if there's another player around, they hear a beep, it might just make them look. It might just make them look. They might look at the character and think, and then go and check. I will, if there's an AI, let's say there's a hunter cuts me up, for example, I will beep and try and act like an AI as best I can. It has worked a couple of times in the past. I will try and get that done, because if a car beeps at them, they generally think it's probably an AI, but it's that very, very fine risk versus reward balance. At the end of the day, it's a very, very fine line between doing something clever that will not get you looked at and doing something accidentally obvious that will get you looked at. You know? What can I do? I think it's actually technically safe for me currently with everyone stopped, so we will go down here and we will head along our merry way. Nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. Everything is chill. Just enjoying a nice nighttime cruise around the city of Los Santos. At some point I'd have to turn left. I'm not sure quite at what point I will have to turn left. I can't quite remember all the intricate ins and outs. It won't matter. We'll get there eventually. That's just a red car. I saw that flash of colour that was close to pink, and immediately the attention is turned. I'm kind of disappointed I haven't had a chance. I've not seen the Ruiner since the very beginning, and things went wrong immediately for me after that. So, yeah, I did see there's a whole hunting party going on here. I don't know. I have a horrible feeling here. Whoop, someone's got a gun out in the distance. I don't know whether they knew it was me. I'm not going to wait to find out. I think they were just swapping cars. However, I saw somebody carrying a machine gun down the road towards me. That's the point at which you run away. That's the point at which you say, enough is enough, time to go. Come on, little bit of luck. Little bit of luck came from the Penumbra. There are so many cars around in this area. That's very, very unfortunate. Go. Ow. I took a shot. They got a tyre. Now, tyres gone is a problem for me. I think they got a tyre anyway. If they didn't, I'd be amazed. It looks like I might have got away with it, you know. That tyre doesn't look flat. The dumb thing that they've done is so many of them have got out of a car, I don't actually know if they know what way I've gone. So many have vacated a car that I'm not 100% sure they were in a car to chase me. I'm amazed I got spun free of that. I think they pinged into each other too much, and that kind of got me out of trouble here. Oh, come on. No, I don't need that. Really didn't need to lose any momentum, not when it's going to like a big hill. I need to carry speed up here. To the hills? We haven't had a good to the hills moment yet. I'm liking a to the hills moments, because this is another place that's very difficult to track me. Once I've got up here, once I got out of that line of sight, I can duck into someone's driveway, someone's garage, and really, really difficult to follow. This is safety for me. This is what we're doing up here. This is a safe area that they will struggle to follow me along. Now, I do need to swap car quite rapid, because I'm not as far up the hills as I have gone previous, which is not great. Whoop. This is the plan. G-Wagon. Now, the plus point with a G-Wagon is at least it's bloody strong. Come on. Oh, Mace doesn't have an alarm. Right, G-Wagon time. So, that was a quick chase. You don't get very many of them in Survive the Hunt. You do not get very many of them in Survive the Hunt in the slightest. I genuinely am not sure how that tyre didn't go down. I am bewildered as to how that tyre didn't go down. There went a police car. Now, was that a person police car? Was that an AI police car? chasing after a hunter. Sometimes the hunters do borrow the fuzz vehicles. So it is possible. I believe that is... Unfortunately, I have a horrible feeling they have recognised me now. The problem is I didn't have time to change my clothes. So, yeah... Oh, that's really annoying. That is the other downside of a G-Wagon, is it's quite glassy, shall we say. And that does make it a little bit difficult. This is going to be really tough for me now. I need a quick chase here, because I am now outgunned by cars. That's the issue with swapping cars too quickly. I probably should have gone a little further away, but it almost worked. It's that wrong timing. A little bit unlucky timing. One of them turned up as I was coming out, and I mean, I think they just spotted the driver, to be honest with you. Oh dear. That was close. That was very close. I have a little bit of ground clearance on my side here. That is about as good as it gets for me. I can't... The annoying thing is I can't use straight line speed anymore. I can't use straight line speed knowing that I am as fast as. I have to use cornering. But of course I'm not a great handling car. I have to use the advantage, which is they don't know which way I'm going. That is literally the only advantage I have here. Do we do this one? I feel like the answer to that is yes, I do, on virtue that my other options aren't great at the moment, and I can cause a little bit of chaos. I think there's two of them behind me. I don't really want. Now, the downside, of course, on here, motorway is flat out. However, this is risky, actually, because if they have got a car on the slip road, I might be in trouble. He will go for a dive bomb, which he couldn't make work. Please don't there be a car up here. It's very narrow. I don't have much wriggle room in this. Perfect. Now, we're trying to make them have a mistake, basically. We're trying to make them have a crash, hit a lamppost, hit a tree. Something that stops their car moving is going to be good for me. Something that stops my car moving is probably going to be a death sentence. Here. I don't have too much hope. There's a fuzz machine coming along with a lot of speed. Come on, G-Wagon. I need more power from the V8, V12, whichever one it might be. I can't remember. I think V8, isn't it, in the G-Wagon? We got away from that spin, but I've now got no momentum. I've got no momentum going on. You can try that one. See, I can win against... If they've got no momentum going into a crash, I can win a battle of strength. I don't often have this advantage. Their helicopters seem to have or their blimp, I don't know whether it broke in the collision with the chopper. Very hard to tell whether it broke in the collision with the chopper, because I haven't seen the blimp since. I think that was a pre, it was. So there's another pre around that part of the map, which is... I actually still got my bloody brake lights on, which is not so clever. There were, again, greater concerns. Big concerns were going on at the start of this chase. I really would love a sports car right about now. I would have taken a Sabre Turbo. I would love... I've got this blood covering the back of a G-Wagon. I don't even know where that came from. Don't know whose it is. It's not mine. That's all that matters, I guess. Can we duck around enough alleyways here that they will lose line of sight? Nope. There's too many of them following me. Can I do something silly here? Can I? Yes. Will it work? I don't actually think so. They're too close. They're going to see me do this. It's worth a try in case they don't. Oh, it might be worth a try if they get their car stuck. If they've got a car stuck on that ramp, they've got someone down, but I think they got a car stuck on the ramp, you know. I don't know if they got over there as cleanly as they wanted to. I haven't got up that hill as nicely as I wanted to, though. That's caused me some grief. Actually, you know what? Thank you. Oh, not so thank you. No, take it back. Double thank you. It's worked a roundabout sort of a way. Unintentional roundabout sort of a way. Yeah, if I got up that hill, I could have actually given them some grief. Sadly, for me, we didn't. I have got it down to just one car following me, which is something, but I have got it down to one car following me on the motorway, which is not great. Hello, Pi. Oh, thank you. Thank you, oh wise and wonderful machine that have crashed into the chasing arsehole. I'm on a spaghetti junction now that I don't want to be on. This isn't good. G-Wagon, how long have we got, buddy? Oh, it's got 2 hours. I have 2 hours to try and live in a poorly G-Wagon. Oh, that's risky, but it could trip them up. I'm hoping that that's going to trip them up more than me. Almost. They can't get out of the car, though. He knows he can't get out of that car, because I will just run away. Maybe shouldn't have done that because they have more speed than me and can jump further. Maybe. But had they crashed, it would have been a glorious, glorious moment in Failrace history. I could have dove down that gap there. There is one of them on a bike. Maybe on a bike. Might have been just an AI on a bike. Not sure. Could have gone either way. Here is... I'm going for, like, the Hail Mary at the moment of jumping in. Oh, I think I actually lost the police car doing that. That's a crashed something over there. They have got it recovered, at least, for them. Not so good news for me. We haven't got as many prees as I wanted in this space of time. I can tell you that much. Now, I'm pretty sure there's no way out of here, is there? There is a way out of here. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. I didn't actually think there was a way out on the motorway. I had a horrible feeling there's going to be like a concrete barrier going across, sticking out in a really awkward way. Is there a car still behind me anywhere? Whoop. I should have maybe dove down there for a little bit of building between me and anybody following. You just don't know. I can't look back enough. And I've got to really concentrate with the G-Wagon here, because there is not much speed. It's like momentum. Top speed is not the worst, but I've got to keep the momentum up in the corners. Acceleration is terrible. What is the time? What is the time? I've got an hour to go. That was a very poor decision here. That was an awful decision here. My only hope is that there was nobody around to witness it. Don't actually know whether I was better off just abandoning it there or not. There were a bunch of cars over there I just saw drive past. I know there's a scrape along that. I want a better car. If I get in another chase in this remaining hour, I do not want to be in a G-Wagon for any longer than I absolutely have to be. Go, 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 go. I've dinged it up. I don't care. We might actually... I've got a stupid idea here, but this could be amazing. Lester, buddy, I need your help. We've not got much time. I might be able to get a third pre while I'm at it. Remove the wanted level. Here comes the plan. I would love to say this was orchestrated all along. It certainly wasn't. However, I know where there's a pink pre. Up this next one, isn't it? Here it is. There is a pink pre. I don't see any cars around me. Whoop. For style. Quickly. Vacate the premises. Bang! The pre is gone. I have no idea if there's anyone even vaguely close at this moment in time. I don't care. I've just used Leicester. I forgot like a Muppet. I should have gone off the radar. I don't actually think it matters because they've only got 20 minutes of game time, which is not long. That might actually be one of them. I was busy looking at my phone. And that was one of them, but it doesn't matter. They will not stop me in the remaining time. I was worried about the police. That was why we're still driving like a Muppet. I could have gone back to blending in, but we didn't have to, basically. The time limit is almost up. Actually, it's not 20 because it's 10 past 7, isn't it? Well, slightly longer. It's half an hour to run. If I get killed now, 10 hours. It's a deserved win if I get killed now. Because of my own galactic stupidity here. I don't even think they could. Oh! So worth it! So worth it! Oh! Through the gap! That has been the cheesy... That is the cheekiest ending. That is the unbelievably cheekiest of endings for me right there. This has been entertaining, hasn't it? We did it! With seconds to spare. I blew up the fourth car with seconds to spare. We blew up a fourth car, which is a new personal best. They will probably now kill me. I could keep running. However, we have done... I cannot believe we survived that. The luck at the end, the audacity at the end, the bad luck with the G-Wagon being spotted so easily. It was brutal. It was... Oh, what a hunt. Survive the Hunt 13 was always going to be a tough act to follow. However, I think we followed it pretty well. I think we found a way to follow it pretty well. We have done it with a new personal best. Now we're just pissing them off as we weave around some alleyways. Oh, well, that's why we don't go... That's another reason why I don't go through here too often, because you never know when the street footage is going to screw you. We made it! Oh, can we get to the incident area? Sure. Why not? It's the end of a Survive the Hunt. Naturally, we have to end at the incident. Ah, that was bloody good fun. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this epic adventure through the streets of Los Santos. There were more. Oh, I'm not going to get there. I think they've pinned me before we can get to the incident. Oh no, I don't want to go down here. Well, that's gone wrong. That is it. We have done it. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.